This video will show you how to look at your NVDSL email settings in Outlook. Our version of Outlook is 2010. You may have a version that is older or newer than 2010, but the way you access the settings and the settings themselves should be very similar. So this is a screen that you probably would normally see when you open up Outlook. We're going to go up here and click on File, and then we're going to look at Account Settings and click on Account Settings again, and this will bring up a list of accounts that we have set up. Your screen will show some of these accounts blurred out, and we did that for privacy reasons. But the very bottom account, John Smith at NVDSL, is our test account, and that's one we're going to be looking at. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on John Smith. And as you can see, here's the account information. The thing we're going to be looking at here is the account type. It can be IMAP or POP3. Either one of them will work. But there's a couple of subtle differences that we'll point out later on in this video. The incoming mail server and the outgoing mail server should both be mail.nvdsl.com. And as far as your username on the login information, it should be your full email address. It's possible that you don't have your full email address, just the first part, but please add @nvdsl.com and things will work better in the future. Now we're going to click on More Settings, and we're going to look at the outgoing server. Now when you send an email, we need to verify that you're one of our customers, and we do this in one of two ways. One is if you're at home and you're connected to our network, we just assume that you're our customer and we allow you to send email. The second way we verify it is to have you log in using your email username and password. And you might need to log in if you were outside of our network, say maybe on a hotel Wi-Fi or using your cell phone data or something like that, because we will not allow a non-customer to use our mail server to send email. We do this to prevent spammers from using our mail server to send their junk. So if this is a computer that's going to be outside of your home, you want to check that my outgoing server requires authentication, and then just check uses the same as your incoming mail server, and you're good. The next tab we're going to look at is the Advanced tab. In the Advanced tab is where we tell Outlook if we want to encrypt our email or not. And so encryption on the incoming is we're using SSL. And you'll notice this port number up here, and it's 993, I'm sorry. And if we turn off SSL and we say we don't need to encrypt it, we don't care, that port number is going to change to 143. But we're going to go back and set SSL up. Now, if this server type, if it said POP3 right here, and you were using SSL, that port number would be 995. And if you turned off SSL, that port number would be 110. So that's the subtle difference that we're talking about between IMAP and POP3. Outgoing server, we're going to use port 587. It can also be port 25, but 587 is the recommended port. And the encryption type will be TLS or none. But we're going to recommend that you use TLS. And so we're done here. And we're going to go back and we're going to click Next because we're done here. And it's going to test to see if we've got everything set up correctly. And you probably just heard the beep of the new email coming in, which is right there. And oops, I need to close that out first. And there's our message telling us that everything is good. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.